So in the next few minutes, I'm going to show you how NetSuite can be leveraged for order management, specifically in a business-to-business environment. Check out our other video where we use NetSuite for an e-commerce touchless experience. But in this particular case, we've got a sales order for a business, and that business or customer is Jeggy Limited, and they are actually ordering 20 pants, 20 pairs of pants. And we've got a set price for this particular customer of $56.99. We've got a total and a location of our 3PL warehouse. Now, in that other video around e-commerce, I talked about the ability to seamlessly integrate with a third-party logistics company. This order could be sent to a third-party logistics company if that's what you had established within your supply chain network. If you had your own facility, you could go through and pick, pack, ship this product yourself. And that's the area that we'll be focusing on today. Now, the order itself is in a pending fulfillment status, so it's been entered, and I can see that the quantity ordered was 20, and I have a committed 20 also on the order, which means I've allocated 20 of these items from my available inventory to this particular order, so they cannot be consumed on any other order or any other kind of transaction within NetSuite. The next step in this process will be the pick, pack, and shipping process. So this will actually be released to the warehouse, because we've committed inventory and we have a specific date that needs to be shipped, as well as a status of pending fulfillment. So when it comes to fulfillments or shipping, there are a number of different processes that you can follow within NetSuite, and they're adaptable to your organization. We can have paper-based picking, which I'll walk through right now with you, through to WMS, data collection, handheld scanners, barcodes, things along those lines, all the way through to integration with third-party logistics companies, and I covered that in the e-commerce type video previously. So as I mentioned, we'll be focusing on the pick list, manual pick list printing. And as you can see here, I'm currently logged in as our warehouse manager. Now, the warehouse manager is responsible for issuing those pick lists to the warehouse operators, and NetSuite's going to push information to the warehouse manager to say, these are the orders that are eligible for picking, packing, and shipping. So if I use my shortcuts over here to go ahead and print pick, this is going to show me all of the eligible orders that meet the criteria and have a status of pending fulfillment. And here's our order at the very top here. I can simply check that, or multiple orders, and go ahead and print those and hand those off to our warehouse operators.
So now our warehouse operators have picked our inventory and moved it to a packing area, we can start processing the transactions within NetSuite. Once again, I'll use my reminders over here to show me the 65 orders that are eligible for transacting, and here's my order right here, 5761. I have the ability to bulk fulfill or bulk pick a lot of these transactions here. Alternatively, I can drill into each of these transactions. So once I'm in the transaction, you'll notice that I have a status over here, pick, pack, shipped. Now, within these three stages, I have the option of determining within my organization which ones of these I would like to leverage. I can go from picked, move it to packed, and then move it to shipped in three distinct transaction sets. Alternatively, I could simply say I'm going to bypass the pick and pack operational step within NetSuite and go straight to shipped. This is an option within NetSuite. We can set this up so it defaults to this, but you can see I'm going to mark it as shipped, so I can bypass the actual picking transaction and the packing transaction. I can mark it as shipped here. I could also enter some inventory detail. Now, the inventory detail around here actually shows me the bin location. So if I'd set up my facility or warehouse to manage bins, I can actually enter this information here. If I was tracking lots or serial numbers, I'd also have the ability to enter that here. I also now have the ability to adjust the quantity. So if I was doing a partial shipment or something along those lines, I'd have the ability to change that as well. Under the packages tab, I have a weight come up. I can also enter a packing number, a tracking number. So I could just go ahead and do something like that. Now, if you're using a shipping manifest solution like ShipStation, or there's a plethora of others out there, this would seamlessly integrate with your NetSuite environment and push through the tracking information into NetSuite. If you were using LTL or shipping solutions such as LTL, you could also always manually enter this transaction detail in here. So you can record all the tracking information here as well. So we'll go ahead and save this.
So now we've fulfilled our order, we can have a look at the status, and the status has changed from pending fulfillment to pending billing. As you can see here, we've got our 20 items have been picked, packed, and fulfilled. And if I look at my related records, I've got my fulfillment transaction here. The next step in the order to invoice process would be the invoicing process. So I'll go to my dashboard. So on my accounting and finance dashboard, I can see there's a series of reminders here, and I've got 40 sales orders that I need to invoice. So I can go ahead and click on this. And this is actually going to show me all of the orders that are required to be invoiced. And here's our one at the top here. I could invoice in bulk as part of my daily process. I could mark all of these and hit a button, and that would generate those invoices. Not only would it generate those invoices, it would also email those to the customer and would have a record of that email actually being sent out. So let's go ahead and do that. And the invoice has been created.